This presentation is going to be looking at Khalsa schools and the question of, are they too inclusive? Are they taking away opportunities from Punjabi students and Sikh religious students to go to public schools? And are they allowing other types of students to come into their school? To start, I think we need to go to Stonebanks' article, where he describes Canadians creating imaginary scenarios that offer guilt before innocence, especially to minorities and not to the privileged. We can see this in many different examples throughout Canada, one of the main ones being the kirpan being shown in schools, looked at as a weapon. When it's sealed, cannot be used, and is only based off religion, a religion that offers peace and unity. Khalsa schools are growing throughout the community and are becoming more and more popular every day. This is mostly because of the strong Punjabi community in the cities that they are located, but also the philosophy that Khalsa schools are based off of, something we're going to look into. The philosophy in Khalsa schools are guiding principles of Sikh religion that the gurus have made and have stood the test of time. There's a strong academic foundation, caring adults and qualified teachers. One of the main philosophies in Khalsa schools is meditation. Meditation is something we do in the Sikh community a lot, and it's something that we do at temple all the time. Something else that's very important in this community is the importance of culture, but also the selfless service, the volunteerism, and the interaction to the world. Students are challenged, they are motivated to be a difference in their community and the environment. Khalsa schools have Punjabi students feeling a part of the environment and a part of society. Can we say the same for public schools? And with Khalsa schools doing all this good and trying to reach out to society, is it wrong that they are only focused on the Sikh religion, not letting other students of different races and backgrounds be a part of something so bigger than any religion or any race? That's the question worth asking. In terms of academics, Khalsa schools are given a lot of great academics, and it starts from a young age. Junior, senior kindergarten, grade 1, they're building on cooperation, confidence, respect for others, with importance in reading, writing, math, and also public speaking. Problem solving is also very important, and Khalsa schools are a part of standardized testing, following with EQAO guidelines with qualified teachers. Khalsa schools also introduce French, along with Punjabi and Kirtan, every day. We also see daily prayers happen a lot. Students are becoming confident, given individual attention, increased confidence and self-esteem. Public speaking, note-taking, research learning. Shouldn't this be for all types of students? Aren't these all important? When I keep thinking about Smith and Tui's article, we look at how Punjabi and Sikh literature, books, resources are unavailable at libraries, unavailable at public schools, which might get parents to think, why don't I send my student to a Khalsa school, a place where their culture, their religion are at the forefront? It keeps them involved, it keeps them invested. And maybe it's the reason why they send their students to Khalsa schools. I think about Benjamin Jellis's article, where he talks about state schools and public schools, and how the decisions being made are from faceless and nameless people. At a Khalsa school, it really does feel like a community. And I think parents really recognize that. But what can we say about the public school experience? I've had friends that have gone to Khalsa schools and have only said great things. Personally, I went to a public school. I was part of a diverse, multicultural class, and I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Did I see representation at the front of my class that looked like me? Was part of my background? No, I didn't. Would that change the person I am today? I think it would make me closer to my religion and closer to my culture. But maybe that wouldn't have pushed me to be a teacher and to try and make a difference. I think Khalsa schools can be more inclusive. I think the values, the philosophy that they instill in young Punjabi students are so important that it can be and should be taught to everyone. And if Khalsa schools don't do that, then maybe public schools and Khalsa schools can work together. Maybe they can show that they both care about how the students feel, how the students look at society. I think one of the biggest things is the volunteer and the community service that Khalsa schools do. Public schools should really look into that. But at the end of the day, it's about the parent's choice and what makes the child happy. Both experiences are really important. I think there's no right answer, but at this point, right now, after all this research, I think Khalsa schools can do a much better job at being more inclusive to different types of people and races. These are the references I used for this presentation.